What's up, y'all? Advance here. So, man, listen, if you've been on the internet, if you frequent the internet, you know about the red pill community, and you know that Fresh and Fit have been crashing the fuck out. So, a while back I made a video saying that I think with the fact that the red pill community is going downhill, that a lot of these guys were going to start making the shift into conservative media, because realistically, that's the majority of red pill guys will, they will identify with conservative values. From the family standpoint, in terms of men are the leaders, everyone else follows. Women, children, men report to God. So, yeah, that's pretty much conservative family values in a nutshell. But man, there's some cases that go a little bit more extreme than others, and they end up gaining national infamy, I should say. The first of these people being Andrew Tate, even though he doesn't identify as red pill. Pearl from Just Pearly Things, or Just Pearl, I guess. I don't know. And of course, Fresh and Fit, the podcast that give podcasts a bad name. So, Fresh and Fit's problems started when they got into a beef with Abbott and Preach. I know that rhyme. It's in the blood. But no, they got into a beef with Abbott and Preach, and they subsequently ended that beef when their threats to challenge them to a boxing match backfired when they actually, well, not they, but when Preach actually accepted the boxing match. It stated that he was going to fight both members by himself, and they subsequently retracted that statement. Then the beef went on because Abbott and Preach made another video, once again criticizing them for something that they did, because they tried to then get a bunch of YouTube videos taken down with copyright strikes, even though all the videos that they reported were protected under fair use. So, furthermore, this led to them, well, not them, just Myron, making several racial remarks towards Preach and his wife, including putting on a dreadlock wig and jumping around, making gorilla noises. Fresh joined in at some point. Let's see. I say Myron or Fresh. Myron was the one that was doing the gorilla noises, and Fresh joined in a little bit, all the way up to wearing a KKK hood on Sneako's stream. Sneako at this point was already demonetized, so yeah, he's trying not to get banned. And all of this came with a conversation with Nick Fuentes, who then subsequently ended up becoming a guest on the Fresh and Fit podcast, where he talked about the problems in the black community as to why black Americans aren't ahead and why they deserve to be in the position that they're in. Some of these are self-inflicted wounds. However, a lot of them are not, if you know what I mean. They're of alt-right personal beliefs, I should say, stemming from the fact that he self-identifies as a white supremacist, which I don't understand how you can be a white supremacist and have a Hispanic last name, but I'm going to let him rock with it. So, in the months since, Myron has been taking the fight to racial equality, to X, Twitter, Rumble, because they got demonetized on YouTube, and I'll probably put that video up here that I did, or is it over? I don't know. It's in one of these corners, but yeah, he's he got the channel demonetized because once again, not only did they do all of this, but once again, Myron brought out the KKK hood, repeatedly used the N-word, encouraged Nick Fuentes to use the N-word, encouraged a bunch of ignorant black women that was on this podcast. So I keep getting notifications. A bunch of ignorant women that was on this podcast to encourage him to use the N-word, and it was always it was always a thing. So furthermore, the reason why I call these women ignorant is because they were younger women. They didn't keep up. They had followings of their own, and they didn't keep up with political events. So they didn't even know who this kid was. I'm calling him a kid because that's exactly what the fuck he is. But in any case, he's so they didn't even know who this kid was, and then, they on that chopping it up with him, not knowing that he wants to put each and every one of them on a boat and send them back to Africa. But I digress. So the hits have been, Fresh and Fit have been taking hit after hit after hit. So they already got demonetized on YouTube. YouTube pretty much cut 90% of their income. So they were doing subs on Rumble, because apparently Rumble is the last bastion of free speech. And Myron does his thing on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, to where Myron proceeds to go into these alt-right spaces and speak negatively about the black community, and they turn around and completely disrespect him in the same because they even said, like, yeah, Myron, we appreciate all the work that you're doing for us, but just to let you know, when we take this country back, we're kicking you out too. Oh man. Yeah, because there's no reward for being a Sambo. So, in this aspect, Myron has accomplished the impossible task of being demonetized on X. How do you get demonetized on X when X is all about free speech? X protects Republicans. What's crazy is, up until this point, the narrative was that Fresh was the one that was dragging down the show. But now, slowly but surely, that started to turn to Myron, because when Myron started going hard on black people, that's when more of a spotlight started getting shown on him. And the thing is that, all right, so now it's like you getting to a point where you can't be protected by any community, because the alt-right don't want you, and yeah, black people already didn't mess with you. So, but you know what? If Fresh and Fit go down, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I understand that they got a lot of stuff going, a lot of other things going on their platform. Like, they got the Money Mondays, they teach people how to invest, and all that stuff. They got the coaching and everything. But just like how I always say with Charleston White, when you engage in that toxic shit, nobody hears anything else that you say. So yeah, the red pill movement itself is all about male self-improvement, but like at the same time, like when you go in and you start hating women, start hating black people and all that stuff, and not offer any solutions, that's a problem. But in any case, those are just my thoughts. Put your comments in the comment section down below. I'm probably gonna make another video on this, and yeah, we'll see. But put your comments in the comment section down below. How do you feel about Fresh and Fit being demonetized, deplatformed, being sniped off of each and every platform, and having their money taken away? Put your comments in the comment section down below. Let's chop it up, start this conversation. My name's Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.